All right, what's going on out there? It's 2019. Welcome to Cooking with Gas. And today we're going to be mixing up tilapia with little vegetables and some rice. And we're going to put it all in one. Cook it all at the same time in the pressure cooker. Power Quick Pot Pro. As you know, hey, Christmas present. Learning how to use this thing as the days go by. Bringing you some videos on how you too can follow along or try the meal plans yourself. As I get better in it, the recipes are going to get better and better as well. So, here's the situation. It's 2019, as I said. You know, there's a lot of social media out there, a lot of people out there in online dating. And you've been swiping all week long for a couple of weeks. And you finally got that person to say yes. Okay? And so, with that said, you told them that you can cook. What you gonna do? You can't cook. Everybody tired of making spaghetti. Hey, we're going to try to handle that for you. I got you. Like I said, we're going to mix something up real nice and special for that person, he or she, whoever it may be, can have a nice little meal, you know, to get the conversation flowing over a nice candlelight dinner. Make sure you got some wine for that too. That's always hits the spot for you. So, hey, everybody tired of spaghetti. We don't want to do that no more. How many ways can you make spaghetti when you can't cook? She's on her way over. You got less than, 20, 30 minutes to go before that person, he or she, arrives, and you need to throw something together. We're going to show you how to do that. Today's episode is for the singles out there looking for love. Cooking with Gas, Grown and Sexy, episode number 3. Let's go. So to begin with this, everybody, if you've been watching me, you already know that the Power Quick Pot Pro comes with a lot of things inside of it. So you want to also just remove all that. So you got your rack, your riser, and casserole. We don't need that today. We're going to keep going. I do need this riser though, because this is what I'm going to put the fish on top of. So I'm going to lay that down for right now. And we're going to get started with a little bit of olive oil so that rice won't stick on the bottom. Pour a little bit of that in there, a tablespoon or so. I'm going to use a spatula to kind of squish it around so it can kind of cover it, the bottom evenly. You don't have to do this, but I've had success doing it, so I'm going to continue to do so. So I'm going to move that around a little bit. And you got your rice here, and basically you want to do like a 1-to-1 ratio, but I always do like a cup and a half for every cup of rice that I put in the Power Quick Pot. A lot of you guys have Instant Pots. Pretty much the same thing, same concept, pressure cooker. So I'm going to pour this rice in here. It's been cleaned, and I like to rinse it out. That gets all the starches out of it. And all the extra starches that you don't want. And today I'm going to also, in addition to the water, I'm going to use some broth with this. So all this is very inexpensive. So I got a cup of broth in there. Put another cup. And it looks like that's going to be right about 3 cups. All right, so that's good. That's right on the money. So I'm not going to use any water for this because the water is going to come from the vegetables anyway. So, like in a nutshell, this is basically a quick meal that you can cook for that special someone who you're trying to impress. I mean, come on. You got a bag of tilapia here, about 4 pieces of fish in this thing, frozen. I thawed mine out just a little bit. That costs like what? $4 or $5. Your pockets are low. You don't want to take them out on the town and blow all kinds of money. This is easy. $4 for this. Got some mixed vegetables here, frozen. You can go fresh if you want to, but I'm gonna use the frozen vegetables on it. That's like $1 and some change or something at your local grocery store. Bag of rice. How much is rice? A couple of bucks. You know, so you throw that in there. Broth, like $1. You know, olive oil and water is free because it come out of your tap, but I use bottled water. And you got 4 of these, so you can just cook one for you and the other person. Leave the other 2 for another time for somebody else if it don't work out. Hey, I'm just being real with you. That's how you guys out there. Like I say, you out there dating and stuff, and times is tough. It don't work out on the first time. So, hey, you can use those other 2 pieces for your other person that you're interested in. So, let's put that to the side for right now. So, okay, got the mixed vegetables. I'm going to put about half a bag of this in there. So, I'm going to pour this on top of the rice and the broth. Throw it all in there, man. On top of it. So I'm gonna do about a half a bag, like I said, and you just gotta make sure the person you're inviting is okay with eating rice, and vegetables, because it's gonna be mixed all up. You know, you ain't gonna have it all separated. It's gonna be kind of hard for you to take a pea and a carrot out of the rice. You don't want to do that. So just make sure they're cool with having everything all mixed in together with one. Take your riser, put your riser on top of that. All right. And so what you're gonna do now is take your fish. Hands are clean. Make sure your hands is always clean when you're cooking. So you just take your fish. I'm just gonna grab it right here, your tilapia. And before I do that, what I want to do is I'm gonna put a little seasoning on this thing. So let that sit for right there, and I'm gonna go grab some quick seasoning, throw on top of that. And you can season it to choice, or whatever you want to do with it. I'm just gonna use a little Lowry, put on top of that, and some black pepper, a little bit more flavor. Because as it pressurizes, it's gonna cook the seasoning through it anyway. And just keep in mind your rice and your veggies are in there too, so it's gonna get all this as well. So you don't want to put the raw things in there that don't really mix with rice and stuff. So slide that back in. I'm gonna go ahead and lay these two pieces in here, like so. Power Quick Pro, man. It's a bachelor's dream or bachelorette dream. But real quick, easy to do. Put right this on my island real quick. Like I said, you got the casserole dish. We're not going to be using that. And so that's about it. You know, like I say, just broth, vegetables, rice. I like to put a little oil in there. You could put water, but I put 3 cups of broth. And it's just season the tilapia up how you want it. A lot of people like to put fresh greens on it. You can do all that. Just dump it all in there and let it cook for about 10 minutes. And like I say, if you're on a budget, hey, and you don't want to take that person out on the town because your pockets is looking like mine, nothing in it, just do something like this. This whole thing don't cost $10. You got a nice meal that you come out with at the end, so that you can enjoy good conversations for that special someone that you're trying to get to know. So basically, I'm going to put the top back on it. Make sure the top is closed on it, the vent is closed on it. That's going to seal it. This is called the Power Quick Pot. Got pre-settings on it. So all I'm going to do on it is just turn it on. And I'm going to put it on. Since my main thing is that, I'm going to put it on custom and just let it go on high for 10 minutes. Since I got a mixture in it. If it was just fish, I would just leave it on fish or rice or my vegetables. But since I got all 3 in there, I'm just going to do custom on it. Select it. It turns red. And I'm going to bump down the time on it. Like I say, I'm just getting used to this. It's actually like the 3rd or 4th time that I've used this thing. So I got it set for 11 minutes. So it's going to pressurize. And then the cooking process is going to start on that. So once that's done, I'm going to cut the video. I'm going to come back in and show you the results of it. Good, quick, easy meal. Healthy meal. Just rice and vegetables and fish. You know, get you what you need to do. Quick pick me up, 10-15 minutes and it's done. If you got, you know, family, you can add more pieces of fish to it. And just cook it. Make sure it cooks all the way through and just serve it to them. So I'm going to let this go. I'll cut the video right now and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the results. All right, let's go. So we got about 1 minute to go. As you can see, the screen is red. That means this bad boy is cooking. And we get to see how it turns out. It's the first time I ever tried this, so hopefully it comes out great. But before we get into that, just want to give a shout out to That Expression, sponsoring the show, Cooking with Gas, thatxpression.bio. It's going to be a link in the description. Click on it, check it out. Also, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be coming up with some quick meals like this over time as I get better. As you can see, she's beeping now. She's ready to go. The timer is on 0. And it's switched to keep warm mode now. So right now it's just keeping the food warm just in case you're in another room and you can't get to it. You don't have to run back real quick to it, pop it open and think it's going to burn or not. So you should be cool. It switches to a little keep warm setting. And what I'm going to do now before I open this thing up, I do what they call like a quick pressure release on it. So you can make sure it makes the steam get out of the pot before you open that lid up because you don't want it to just burst all in your face. But it's going to take some time to do that little quick release on it. So I'm going to hit that right now. I'm going to walk away and then we're going to come back once that steam valve is released. Make sure your head is never over this little steam valve right here, because it could scald your skin or whatnot, burn your things, get scorched. You don't want no kids around this because they can get hurt as well. So I'm gonna hit this button on it, release all it, and we'll come right back once that's done. All right. It's been warming for about 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and open up the lid and see what we have. I just like to let that drip back in there. So I'm going to set the lid to the side. And what you guys can't smell out there is the aroma that fills the house up when that thing is depressurizing. The whole kitchen just smells good. I can smell the fish. I can smell the vegetables, everything. It's supposed to nice smell in the house. Company walk over and they smell that. They immediately like they ready to eat. So let's take this out and see what we got. I'm going to give it a taste test. And we're going to go from there. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, so you can be aware of when I'm posting new videos. A lot of you guys are just stumbling across my web page from searches. But if you subscribe to the channel, you'll know exactly when I'm uploading new videos. So there's the fish right here, the tilapia, and it's just falling apart because it's just so soft right now. Get another piece of it. So like I said, this is dinner for two. I'm going to take the other one out as well. This is dinner for two, but I'm just going to dump everything in one plate and just let you see how it comes out. So that's the fish right there. I mean, it's nice. It looks good. It looks like it's cooked all the way through. You can see the seasoning on it and all that good stuff. That's some of the vegetables that came out when I was scooping them out, of course. But it looks good. Smells good. It's nice and piping hot. So I'm going to take the riser out so I can scoop up the vegetables and the rice, lay it all out, and be done with this quick little meal for you. So I'm just using a fork because it could be still hot. I don't want to scorch my hand. I'm just going to place that on a little cutting board. Place that back down and grab the plate again and just scoop it out. So there it is. It's pretty colorful. Rice is all the way cooked through. Chicken broth. Well, it's not chicken broth. I use like vegetable broth for it. The veggies in it, the fish, and hey, there's plenty more in there. The rice is nice and full. It's not any. I don't see any like hard, little pieces of rice, grains or anything in there. So it looks like it cooked all the way through. And like I say, hey, this is good. I can rock this, So you have something nice for your company that's coming over. Nice cheap date. Hey, you don't want to spend $50, $60 outside or, in town. Man, this costs less than $10. And a bag of tilapia, rice, and veggies. $9, man, and enough for two people and more. And hey, always you can serve it with a nice bottle of wine or something. Got that platinum edition here. And that's all you need other than music and candles, and you're good to go. Cheap, inexpensive date when you don't want to blow a lot of money, and you just got that special someone to say yes to come over to your house so you can cook for them, knowing that you couldn't cook, but you got everything together in your pressure cooker, and they gonna think you have some type of skills in the kitchen, knowing when you don't. This is the first time I ever cooked this, and it came out good. So subscribe to the channel. Quick meals, cooking with gas. I'm Gas, growing and sexy. I'm doing a little something in the kitchen. Subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, share the video. If you have any recipes that you want me to try, put it in the comments and I'll get back with you. Try to get all the ingredients together. We cook it right here on the show. We don't cut it. It's one time, one shot deal. I forgot to taste this thing, so hey, let's go ahead and see what it's like. I'm going to get a little vegetables and the rice. Oh yeah. Get the little fish. All the way through. Thumbs up. That's good. Woo! That's nice. Thumbs up. Check me out. Follow me. thatxpression.com. It's our sponsors. Bags, gears, hat. Let's go. Till next time. Gas. We out.